It's your boy Rasta. Back with another video for y'all. We finna get straight into this. How Tuka became the most disrespected person in rap history. Now, before we even get into this, I already know they probably gonna be throwing out a little information here and there about how it actually became, as famous as it is now just because of Chief Keef and Dirk and King Von, basically Tuka Ops who put his name in songs basically made the shit as famous as it is now. Now you got motherfuckers who ain't even had shit to do with Tuka or didn't even know who the fuck he was, dissing them in songs or saying they smoking on Tuka, not even knowing that it's a whole meaning behind the shit. But even Duck said, in his interview that smoking Tuka wasn't even a bad thing at first. They was the ones who started, saying smoking on their own homies because they was basically going off of, y'all ever seen How High when they smoke, I think, what was his name, Ivy or some shit like that? They smoked him and then they could see him and shit. So they was basically, doing off the movie How High, saying like shit, if they smoke their homie shit, they gonna be able to see him without the bam. So Duck said that it wasn't even made to be, a bad thing. They just made it into a bad thing. But we finna get straight into it. We ain't gonna keep talking.
What's good, YouTube? It's Most Titan. Today, we're going to talk about how Tuka became the most disrespected person in rap history. If you listen to any type of Chicago rap, you probably heard the name before. And if you clicked on this video, I'm assuming you're in the same boat I was in, wondering why they dissed this man so much. So I did my research, and the answer even crazier than I expected. I'm really not trying to make another video like this because it's kind of dark, and I didn't realize that until I was halfway done with it, and I wasn't trying to scrap it. But if you like these type of videos, drop a like. If you're new here, subscribe. Follow my Instagram. The link's in the description. We about to be the new academics. I just made it, and I haven't posted on there yet, but I'm about to start soon. And feel free to shoot me a DM. But I'm Most Sides, and let's get right into the video. What really sparked me to make this video is this. I'm sitting, chilling. Then I come across King Von latest diss. I didn't know who Tuka was, and King Von was talking crazy. This nigga said, when I die, find Tuka ass and I'ma beat him up. So I Googled him. Tuka was a 15-year-old kid who got shot at a bus stop, and he's been dead for 9 years. We're gonna get more into that story later, but it really got me thinking.
Man, what did he do to make them niggas that mad?
To fully understand this story, you gotta understand what type of environment these niggas are living in. In Chicago, 80% of the murders go unresolved. The type of shit these niggas on, you would think they in Afghanistan, but they in Chicago. And this story takes place down by 64th and Martin Luther King Drive, better known as Old Block. The most dangerous street in Chicago and one of the most dangerous streets in America. It's two main sets there, GDs, Gangster Disciples, and BDs, Black Disciples. And they've been raised ever since they were young to hate each other.
Shoot him. Shoot him in his head.
Niggas like Lil Reese, Chief Keef, 600 Breezy, Lil Durk, and King Von are all BDs. And they had crazy success, while their ops really had no big rappers. So when niggas out there talking crazy about GDs in their rap, there's no one that can say shit. And Chief Keef was the first one to do it and get crazy popular. We all know who Chief Keef is, even if we haven't heard a song.
That's why I probably like a lot of people trying to say they was, man, this fucking son shit, even with this shit up, fucking, I ain't, whatever. But, we gonna rock it out shit. Even though this son shit, I'm thinking this shit was gonna help. That shit ain't really helping at all, but, yeah, though, like I was saying, they side ain't really had nobody, like, in the other videos I was saying, bro, Duck never ain't really had nobody. The most they had was like, JoJo came out, of course, with BDK, and that shit grew up, blew so fast. But at the same time, it's like, it really didn't do nothing for their side, if that makes sense. Like, Keith came out and just instantly started making their side look good. JoJo, he came out disrespecting the other side. He did get, like, a lot of respect, or, a lot of people fucking with him. You seen a lot of people who was BDK, too, coming out of the, out of nowhere. Claiming they was BDK. So, he did do a little something when it came to dividing, but at the same time, when it came to money, shit, Chief Keef and them took off. When it came to money industry, music industry, and, getting the money out of the industry, they took off with the shit. And Duckman was still shit on the block trying to find ways to get money. But man, this shit crazy.
Heard the name. He got crazy popular during the Chicago drill wave in the 2010s. and was dissing his ops like crazy. First time he dissed Tuka was in the song 300, and then the disses just started flowing in from there. Chief Keef kept dropping hits, and in these hits he would drop disses. He even put out a full Tuka diss track. Keep in mind that the nigga was 15 when he died, and the song was released 5 years afterwards. These Chicago niggas are a different breed. They was talking about smoking op pack.
New op pack in the air, this gas and water. He'll still be alive right now if you niggas ain't gas him up.
But the craziest thing is, smoking Tuka didn't even start out as a diss. Before Tupac died, he said he wanted his ashes smoked, and his men did it.
That after Tupac died, the outlaw smoked his ashes. Is that true?
Yeah, it's definitely true.
So the GDs started saying it about Tuka as a sign of respect, but then the BDs would mock them, and Chief Keef made it go crazy by putting it on all of his songs. He was always dissing his ops, and Lil Durk was doing it a little too. Like when he went to Tuka bus stop and said this.
And this bus stop right here though, this is a real famous place, yeah? This is a real famous place, B. And this bus stop, that's a real famous place, B. I ain't gonna lie to you.
But Chief Keef and Lil Durk later inspired niggas like King Von, who took it to the next level, was doing the smartest, most disrespectful thing, just turning them niggas into a meme. King Von will always talk about 63rd, which is partly the reason why he got so successful. King Von said,
Boy, we put in work from 64th and from 65th, we not from 63rd.
if you're enjoying the video so far, leave a like. But something else that's kind of crazy.
Hey, this man would have people who didn't even know what the fuck 63rd was, bro, hating 63rd. Like, he really had all his fans like against 63rd. They don't even know what the fuck 63rd at, what it, you know, if it's dirty or not, never been there. They just instantly, oh, fuck 63rd. Ooh. And nigga King Von did have a lot of motherfuckers saying that shit.
Streets are literally 2 minutes away from each other. I thought that shit was on the other side of the city.
Nah.
These niggas grew up hating each other and living 2 minutes away. But King Von and Chief Keef got so popular that they had
People don't know that most of the fucking shit in Chicago, like the wars, motherfuckers grew up together. There's not no hatred since little kids. Niggas been fucking with each other since little kids. That's what the fuck y'all got wrong. Chicago is not a place where people grew up hating each other. Everybody was having fun together. I don't give a fuck who you is. Niggas can lie and say, oh, I ain't never seen that man. He lying, bro. If motherfuckers blow up and start dissing each other heavy as fuck, you knew exactly who was fucking with each other when they was little kids. All these people you seen dissing each other, 9 times out of 10 grew up together. Went to the same school, same classes, all type of shit. So a lot of people be really thinking that they grew up hating each other. No, a lot of wars in Chicago started from people who knew each other since little ass kids. They mamas know each other.
people dissing Tuka and 63rd who don't even know what that is. But it wasn't just that. They also had other celebrities doing it, like Young and May.
I smoke hookah like it's Tooka blowing jet clouds.
And Ellie Chopper.
Man, done a 5-day Tuka, shorty.
Mr. 3K, I mean Quando Rondo.
I'm saying though, they got 63rd, nigga, some dirty ass going on.
And way more rappers I'm not trying to squeeze in this video. All these rappers, except Quando, probably don't even know what it means. And Tuka's men were on these niggas' asses, saying that something would happen to them if they ever came to Chicago. And Young and May even apologized.
I send my apologies to Tuka. I never knew who Tuka was. I'm gonna say it again. I don't know who Tuka is. Never knew who he was. Just finding this out the other day. My apologies. My meaning on it was some loud smoke.
But this is another reason why Tuka's name was so viral. His name is just so perfect for dissing. No disrespect, but it's so catchy. It's one
It
syllable,
is,
and
though.
It sounds like a stream. Nobody's gonna go around saying they smoking on Dave Von Daquan Bennett pack, the Tuka pack. And now
Hey, that's crazy how this video came out September 26th. When the fuck King Von died? November, right? Right. King Von died. No. Hold on, wait. Let me look, because I don't want to look goofy as fuck. Just let me search this up real quick since I'm on this laptop. Because I know King Von just died recently, and I think it was this month. Let me see. Because if this not... Okay, this nigga died November 6th, 2020. That's still this month. And he made this video September 26, 2020. And he already, and he just basically mentioned Daquan Bennett pack. And, he passed away. And that's his real, King Von real name. But that shit is kind of crazy that he just so happened to say his name. Like, why he couldn't say Lil Durk pack? Or, you feel me, his real name. Why he had to go and say King Von? Hey, that shit kind of coincidental, but we ain't gonna get too much into that.
All this information, let's get into what actually happened to Tuka. Tuka was clapped in retaliation for a person named Todd. Todd was a BD who allegedly tried to violate one of his ops. And when he died, Tuka's brother, Seaballs, who's currently locked up for aggravated battery with a firearm, was alleged to be the shooter. And Tuka was, depending on which version of the story you want to go with, clowning Todd on social media. So when Tuka was waiting at the bus stop, some niggas made a U-turn and hopped out the car. They asked him what time the next bus was coming, so he let his guard down and then fired shots. And rapper 600 Breezy even claims this happened.
It really started with the nigga Tooka, like that. When you had Keith and everybody, Tooka. He literally was smoking when he got shot.
Right.
Shot so many times, his body was smoking.
So that's where that came from, exactly.
Tuka was beloved, and after this, they even renamed their set from St. Lawrence Boys to Tookaville. And something that people may not know is Lil Mark was actually Tuka's brother. He dropped one of the most disrespectful diss songs in drill history and was famously clapped 3 days later at another bus stop. Chicago, one crazy place. But drop a like if you like this video. If you're new or subscribe. But that's it for this video. I'm Mo Slides and I'm out.
Shout out to Mo Slides. Rest in peace to Tuka. Shout out to all the rappers from Chicago. Even though y'all disrespectful than the motherfucker, and that's how y'all got a lot of y'all motherfucking clout. But you know, that's probably a lot of people probably don't know. Even though I was thinking in my head like, who don't know that Lil Mark and Tuka is brothers, like blood brothers. But it's probably a lot of people out there that don't know that. So yeah, they is blood brothers. But it is crazy how they both died at the bus stop though. And in Chicago though, like, y'all will probably think, like, why the fuck is so many people getting killed at bus stops and gas stations and shit? But you gotta think about it, in the hood, that is like the two most, what you'll catch a motherfucker lacking at one of those, you know, locations, basically. Because in the gas station, motherfucker always getting caught lacking in the gas station. I don't give a fuck if you got a Go-Low, a BP gas station, Shell's gas station. There's always somebody lacking at a gas station that end up getting killed. But, you know, and then, especially back then, like, cars weren't never really, like, a big thing in Chicago. It's like if you had a car in Chicago, you basically was like a fucking famous rapper or some shit, bro. I swear to God, like, if you the only motherfucker that got a car, because 9 out of 10, the rest of the motherfuckers, like, in high school and shit, motherfuckers gonna be having no car. We be on the bus, walking, all type of shit. And you be that one motherfucker that got a car, boy, you didn't get anything you want in school. You be feeling like you the man, all type of shit. But, man, if you have a car in Chicago, and like elementary I ain't gonna say elementary, that's like some in the South type shit, but in high school, bro, and all your 4 years of high school, bro, your life is gonna be fun as hell if you got a car. But then, you know, like I say, back then, gas stations and motherfucking bus stops is the most places you can catch a motherfucker lacking. For real. But man, let me know how y'all fuck with this video. Like, comment, subscribe, get to the 1K. Broke to 1 million. Your boy finna touch 1K. We at 651 right now. We almost at 700, man. We flying through 600 subs too. Cause when I had hit 500, we flew through them motherfuckers and then in like a week. Shit, now we at 650 and it only been like what? I think I've been at 600 for probably like a week or so. Probably like a week and a half, you know. But we gonna go ahead and get up out of here and we gone.